Good afternoon. We are actually starting a little bit late today.
Yeah, we're usually posted by this time.
I know, like earlier than this.
And have people listening.
Have people listening already.
Yeah.
Like Shelby. Hey, Shelby, I love you. Just starting it out right away.
Yeah.
All right. So speaking of getting started, we've got some sponsors to mention. Okay. So first sponsor, our biggest, awesomest sponsor, who lets us do this and helps us with IT stuff, is QEH2. QH2 is a Denver-based IT company right in the DTC, the heart of the technological empire that is Denver. Now what they do is they do IT support, everything from just calling and maybe, needing someone to talk to. Needing a little buddy for your like just a buddy.
For your computer.
You just need a
you?
buddy, just for you.
Yeah.
And all the way up into you've got, server problems, infrastructure issues, complete build outs. They do it all. Mm-hmm. And security. They love security. So call them today to get some security training. Still buy one, get one free up until August 15th. Give them a call today, 303-688-7531, or online at www.qeh2.com. Speaking of websites, if you visit our website, FGITR.com.
Yeah.
We shortened it from, fattestguysintheroom.com to just FGITR.com.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
If you go to that website, there's a link for Instacart. If you use Instacart, click the link, and then it, goes to like our page, and if you sign up there, do orders from there, we get money for that.
Get a code.
Yeah, so feel free to do that. We're hoping to have some different sponsors soon, so we don't have to talk about, stuff people are already using.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like maybe make some coin.
Yeah.
Maybe make some coin.
Get you guys using other things out there too.
Yeah, and so just remember, so anytime you buy something from us, 15% of that goes straight to charity. So
It's true.
It is. It's true. We started a charity. That's what we did.
That's what we did.
We built a
while
farm.
ago.
We bought a zoo. No, we want to buy a zoo, though.
We want to.
That's what we want to do eventually. Or just support the animal sanctuary with them
true.
buying their stuff. Anyways, okay, moving on. So that was a lot of.
It wasn't a ton.
It wasn't a ton, but it was still annoying.
We should introduce. I'm Colin.
Oh yeah, we keep forgetting about that. People know who we are though.
They do, but if
at this point, okay, well we
now.
did get a ton of new listeners.
We did.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Because we hit top 20 in the food category, which is insane.
Yeah, we did.
We were right up there next to Bill Burr.
Yeah.
So I don't know where it's at right now. I haven't looked, but that's my accomplishment. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
That's how you were fat this week?
That's how I no. No, I've actually been very fat this week.
Yeah?
Yes.
How so?
I have been working out just about every day
Nice.
for the past 2 weeks, and I haven't told you about it.
Nice.
So, yeah, I try to do every other day, but this week it's been every day.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Awesome.
So, drinking a lot of water.
Oh, yeah?
A lot of water. It's so hot.
Yeah, it is.
Drinking a lot of water. Join us on the 1st of August for Glove Slap.
That's right.
That's a Saturday.
This Saturday.
Coming up. We're going to glove slap Colin. Me. No, I get the slap. And then I get to pick what we do. That's right.
No, I get to slap you.
That's right. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
You get to slap.
Yeah.
I get the slap.
You get the slap this
Yeah.
time.
I'm a little wound up. So
Yeah.
just FYI. I'm a little wound up. I've been going since about 5:49. 6:05. I don't know. Something earlier than I'm used to.
Yeah.
So I've been going since then, and for me, 8 hours is a long time to be awake and upright.
Yeah.
So I'm a little wound up.
Right.
Wound up tighter than a squirrel's ear.
Bring that on Saturday,
Yes,
I guess.
yes, you
Bring
got
it.
it. You
Bring
got it,
that.
bud. You got it.
Well, that's awesome.
Well, how are you?
Good.
How are you fat?
So I went to Steamboat Lake, and there was no triathlon. They canceled.
There wasn't. No, but you.
But they still gave us a shirt.
You got a cool little shirt
They
there.
still gave us a shirt, so it's pretty awesome.
Awesome. But it did say responsible racing resumes. It's posted on our Facebook page. I posted
Exactly.
it. Did you read it?
No, I haven't.
They're doing a
yet.
race this week. It's not a triathlon. It's some swim thing. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
Well,
But,
that's good.
Yeah,
Hopefully-
without limits. Hopefully,
Hopefully we can do
Oktoberfest is
some more.
on.
Yeah.
If Oktoberfest is on, we will be doing that.
Yes, we will.
We will be out there. I need to fix my
man.
bike. You need to get in the pool. I need to fix my bike.
Right.
My bike is not ready.
Yeah. So we still went to Steamboat, and it was funny to watch. You knew who was there for the race.
Yeah.
There were still people there.
Yeah. Swim caps.
There were still people.
Anytime you see a swim cap, okay, that's a guy who's like,
They had
trying to be cool.
People had some tri suits on, and they were in the lake.
Yeah.
And there were some old people. I wanted to ask them, but there were some very old.
There is though.
people.
I love that about the triathlon community. It's like every age.
Because like our first race,
Yeah.
everyone's
And they're
age is on their
fast, too.
legs.
Some of them are fast.
And it was like the guy who finished in the 75 and above category.
Yeah.
I remember us talking about that, but there's plenty of people. They had some tri-suits on, and they were just swimming around.
Just doing some stuff, hanging out.
We drove past a lot of people. There was like a group of probably, I don't know, 10-ish cyclists.
10-ish?
10-ish.
Yeah, feeling a bit
keep it legal.
peckish.
Keep it legal. A little 10-ish. You're allowed groups of 10. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know, but they weren't on the road. They stayed on the trail.
No,
beside the
they
road.
stayed on the trail beside the road. Why didn't they get on the road?
Because
Yeah, it's scary over there.
If it's not closed,
It's scary over
I
there.
don't
Man,
wanna be on the
Steamboat's a
road.
drive. So you went to Steamboat and came back in the course of a weekend?
Yeah,
It's kind of a hike.
like Thursday and on Monday.
Oh my
It's,
gosh.
it's 4 hours. 4 hours
Yeah.
exactly to my door.
Yeah. Well, it depends on what kind of car you're driving.
Yeah. So,
So I drove the Expedition last time, and
Yeah.
that thing has 351,000 miles
took
on
a
it.
little while.
So yeah, just a nice chill drive.
So it was good. We went out and did that. Ran around, canoed around, kayaked around.
You canoodled? You canoodled around?
Canoodled around.
Canoodling.
Did some fishing.
Did some canoodling.
So we still showed up for it, but it wasn't there. We already knew it wasn't there, but it was still fun. And you could tell there was a lot of people that still showed up.
Yeah,
too.
still fun.
Yeah.
Still good.
Still good. The kids wanted to do a mini triathlon of them.
Aw,
of themselves.
that's adorable.
And so I was thinking I was going to record it and actually do it, but then
Yeah.
the bikes were at the camp and blah blah blah. We didn't, but eventually we did all the things. We did do a little hike.
Did all the
We
things.
did a lot of swimming,
Mhm.
and then we did a bike ride. Just
Nice.
not all in.
No, that's
sequential
great.
order.
Good for you.
So we were gonna do a kids triathlon, but that
Proud
just
of you.
didn't happen.
Proud
So
of you.
That's
No,
how
but they
it's
do
felt.
have kids triathlons though,
They
and
do.
I've been trying to get the kids. JJ, I think, would rock it out because he is a swimmer, hardcore.
Yeah.
But the girls are just not interested.
Yeah.
They're just like no.
See, my kids, they're interested. They can't wait. They're like, when we're 12, we're going to run marathons with you. And I was like, maybe we can do it earlier.
Bring it on.
I don't know. But also...
Well, just don't get arrested
Yeah.
for child labor laws. I don't
Child
know how that
abuse?
works.
Oh.
Child.
But
Something. I don't know.
they do have child triathlons, and we're probably going to sign the kids up for it.
Yeah, children try.
Yeah.
Well, there was
So-
that one kid at the one triathlon that we did,
Yeah.
and he was crazy fast. Remember that?
Yes,
like
he was.
he was like professional.
Yeah.
Professional. He had the little Gatorade shoes like
Yeah.
stuck to his bike.
Yeah.
Like, he was adorable.
Oh, man.
It's adorable.
My kids would have that if
I want to get one of those
afford
cool
it.
helmets. One of the cool.
With the big,
Yeah, the big.
alien
Yeah,
head.
like be like Hal
Hal?
from Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah.
Just that big swooping.
Yeah, all the way
thing.
down your back.
Yeah, I love when those
practically.
guys show up with that. It's like, what are you gonna do, you dentist? It's okay. So these guys that do triathlons, 95 to 99% of them have regular day jobs.
Mm-hmm.
They don't just run triathlons, and they've spent like 20 grand on all this gear, and it's like, really, dentist? Really, Mr. Orthopedic Surgeon?
Yeah.
This is your
Yeah.
this is your baby. This
Yeah.
is where you spend all your money, right? It's like, come on, dude. Come on, dude.
Should we talk about what we raced in? You did a full on jacket,
I did a jacket and swim trunks and
I-
toe shoes.
toe shoes.
Remember?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
your toe shoes.
My
You
toe
did-
shoes. I ran barefoot yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which was cool.
Yeah,
I haven't done
toughen
that in a
up.
long time.
You had to toughen up your feet.
No, my feet are fine.
Oh okay.
No, I miss that. So when I lived in Illinois, it was all backcountry fields, and the roads were mostly just regular gravel, right? Or dirt, and I miss running barefoot.
Oh nice.
It's something I'm way faster. Like, it's just, I don't know, my connection to it is stronger.
Nice.
So it's I just miss that. I miss running barefoot. That's why I wore those toe shoes.
Yeah.
Because my thing was, I used to just run barefoot. That's who I am as a person. And so the toe shoes, they're okay, but for distances, and especially if you're hitting road,
Yeah.
it's painful. Like,
Yeah.
it gets to be painful in a
Yeah,
hurry.
there's not a lot of cushioning there.
There is
on
no
that
cushion.
cement.
There's nothing. So on grass and dirt and stuff, it's great.
Yeah.
Or mulch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
That's cool.
that's just how it is. How it goes.
So let's go back to a segment we haven't done in a while. In the news.
in the news.
In the news.
News.
In the news.
I was like, wait a minute.
News.
No, Colin. I
Not
don't
the
want that.
nudes.
No, hey, you're not supposed to say that word.
What?
I don't know. Apparently,
It's
yeah.
politically correct.
Eh.
So I was reading this morning.
Yeah.
A guy from Avon, Colorado.
Avon? Is
Avon?
that what he sells?
Avon, Colorado. No.
There's a good sushi place there, which
Oh, is
seems
there?
weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing to say.
Apparently, there's something called the the Everesting Challenge.
Everesting. What is Everesting?
It's
you just starve yourself in a freezer?
You know, I thought it would just be called the Mount Everest.
Or you just follow a Sherpa everywhere you go for a while? Like, is that a thing?
Hey, carry this for me.
It's like, hey, camp right here. Yeah, just eat this butter.
So apparently, the challenge is a cyclist bikes up and down one hill until they get to the 29,029 feet. That is Mount Everest, the height of Mount Everest. So a guy did this on his bike so his name is Ravello.
Ravello.
Christian?
Christian? Christian.
It's not Christian. It's definitely not
Christian.
Christian Ravello. So he did this.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh,
it's the soccer
definitely
player.
Not Ronaldo.
It's not?
Definitely not.
It's not?
He ended up biking 127 miles up and down Buck Creek Road in Avon. That's 70 laps on a very steep road.
Oh my gosh! Why would he do that?
Because it's the
That's
challenge.
the new thing?
He said that his races got all canceled, and he still needs to challenge himself and do that. So he checked this out, and
oh wow!
Basically, he said the first half were good. Hour 8 and 9 were when things got tough. And then when he got to 20,000 feet, he realized, oh, that's a lot, and he still had 9,000 to go. And 9,000 is pretty much the normal. Is a normal day, but still a lot for a normal day. And he did that. Took him 11 hours and 21 minutes, riding his bike up and down a hill.
No way.
Very steep hill, apparently.
Well, okay.
So we didn't do that this weekend.
No,
but that guy did. And that's pretty awesome. That's like that old guy who the planked for like 12 hours.
Oh, yeah.
This guy rode his bike
so cool.
12 hours up and down a hill. I'll bet those down.
I do not want to do that.
I don't either.
I don't want to do that.
But how crazy is that?
That's crazy.
The human spirit? I don't know.
The human condition?
Get all physiological.
Physiological?
Yeah.
Psychedelical?
Just get deep, man. Let's just get deep.
Wow. Don't say that in the wrong company.
That was one time I wasn't trying to set you up. I was just trying to sound nerdy.
You know, you can always set. I mean, like that's a thing though. Like everything could set me up in one way or another. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like I mean, you got to think of all the times Michael said that's what she said.
Yeah.
Right. You got to think some of them were just random nonsense, and it didn't make any sense.
Yeah, I still say that.
Like, yeah, just randomly.
It's like, hey, I'm gonna go get that. That's what she said. What does that mean?
I'm gonna have a drink of water. That's what she said.
That's what she said. You're a she, aren't you?
Yeah. That's what she said. Well, who? I never know.
So let's talk about this. We have the hope that the Oktoberfest triathlon is going to happen.
Yes.
We have that hope.
We do.
And at this point, I feel like every time we're going to get ready for one, it's just like starting over.
It is.
It is.
It is. And so I noticed that too. So I've been trying to be better. And I've been trying to kind of get back in shape, or get in shape. You know, I've been in shape like once in my life, I think.
Yeah.
And then other than that, you know, just. But so my goal has been lately, past month or so, is start dieting correctly again after the whole COVID problem. It's like the freshman 15.
Yep.
So I mean, it was a thing. So when I start doing this again, it is 100% like starting over again.
Doesn't matter
if it's been a month,
before.
if it's been a year, it does not matter. For some reason, it's just trying to get back into that mindset and getting your body just back to where it can do these things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like the muscles just are like there's that old saying, you use it or you lose it.
Yeah.
Right? Like with singing voices and stuff like that, if you don't use it, it goes away. It's something you have to constantly train for.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone talk about singing voices and you losing it, using it or losing it.
Well, it's a thing,
I'm sure it applies. It's just that was just the weirdest one.
I don't know. It's
singing voices.
Something that relates personally to me. I don't know. I mean, it's like knowledge in certain things. Like I went to Germany and I studied French in high school and like But I mean I can't because I haven't used it in 20 years.
100%.
So it's gone.
Singing voices is just not the top of my list of using
Hey now, come on now. But those specific muscle groups that you use.
That is correct.
For cycling and for swimming and for running.
That is correct.
It's the same thing. There's specific muscle groups that get worked out every time that you run, swim, or bike. Mm-hmm. And once you've taken time off from that, maybe doing other exercises, stuff like that, getting back into it is still it's still hard because you have to retrain those muscles.
Yep.
And it's just starting over.
So no matter what, we're always starting over. It doesn't
Always.
matter. Even if we had been able to do that on Sunday, and we were getting ready for
Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest, I'd be like, oh, it's
Be
just
starting
starting
over.
over again.
It's like
ridiculous.
starting over. You start from scratch.
Yeah.
And I mean, sure, your baseline is different.
Yeah.
Like your baseline may be different. That's the only thing. So like
Yeah.
right now, my baseline is different.
Yeah.
Right? Like when I work out, my baseline is different.
Yeah.
Because I know what I can do, what I can't do, what I haven't been doing, stuff like that. And so my baseline is different.
Yeah.
I'm better at it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Than I was before. But it's still starting over. And
Yeah.
you're always trying to do better.
Oh,
So
and the mental side of everything of I'm going to beat my time last time. I'm going to beat you. I'm going to beat that guy who's running ahead of me. I'm going to
Right.
beat the guy in front of me. I'm going to
Right.
beat. It's all the mental
and in
side.
all
of it, too.
actuality, and on this one, if we're allowed to do it, you're gonna have a hard time beating me.
Oh yeah.
You really are.
Yeah.
Like, and because I was just thinking about last time, and then this isn't me being talking smack.
I know your
Like
attitude.
normal.
Your attitude's different.
My
today.
attitude's different. Like I'm kind of serious. It's gonna be hard for you to beat me.
Yeah.
Because thinking about it last time, so I beat you off the swim, which was partly your nonsense.
Me swimming the wrong
Right?
way.
But I stopped looking back for you to make sure you were okay because I figured you'd be fine this time, right? But so I beat you out of the swim, and then the bike you got me. But then again, I had some bike issues, and I don't have the right bike.
Mm-hmm.
And on the run though, I did well.
You increased you did.
I did.
That was the one you did the best increase.
I increased the most at.
The most at. Yes.
Yes.
The run
And
was the best improvement.
And so with that being said, my per mile time has gotten considerably better.
yeah.
So, yeah. Remember a few weeks ago I asked you what your 5K time was?
Yeah.
Because I'm prepping for Oktoberfest.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What's your 5K time?
I don't want to tell you.
Why not?
Yeah, because I'm not ready.
Wait, what do you mean you're not ready?
I'm not ready.
What do you mean?
I'm not ready, baby. I'm not ready. All right? But no, I'm just saying but that's something that motivates us.
Yeah.
And it's like starting over. Our baseline is different, stuff like that. But I mean, it gets you in that mode, that mindset, that starting over is fun, right? And in reality, it is fun because all I can think about is your face. Like that's all I can think about.
Well, let's dive deeper into this
just
subject.
gonna be your face when I do beat you. You're just gonna be like, "Oh my God, how did he do that?" Weighing 100 pounds more than I
Those
do.
are big words. Those are big words.
Okay, but let's face it though. In reality, it's probably not going to happen. But I think it's going to be a little bit more difficult. For
I like
you.
this attitude. I like this whole you're in your serious mode attitude, but I
Yeah.
like this attitude of
Yeah.
you're like, well, I'm going to do better. Great.
That's the whole point.
I'm going to do better too.
Good. I
How
hope
it's-
you do,
that's
buddy.
how it's going to happen.
I hope
I'm going to
you do.
swim the right way.
Yeah, swim correctly.
I'm going to swim the right way
Yes.
this time.
Well, the biggest thing for you in the swimming, and I've noticed this, your thing is your swim endurance. You need to build up.
Yeah,
You're great on the run. You're great on the
my-
bike. It's your swim endurance.
my back muscles. The swimming hurts.
Not necessarily. It doesn't have to.
does.
Well, it
It
probably does.
It does.
It probably does.
It does.
That probably is true. Like my
is.
weight is
Hurts
my
you.
hindrance.
You can't say your knees
right?
don't hurt.
I can't say that because my knees do hurt.
Yeah.
But is your swim endurance. So I mean, there's different exercises that you could start doing to build your swim endurance.
I've already started.
Have you?
Dun, dun, dun.
You do that one where you just do your back. You just pull your back up,
Yeah.
and then you start adding weights,
Yeah.
pulling your back. Nice.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah, I've started.
Proud
doing
of
all
you.
this
Get it.
because I want to run in October. I want to do that. I
you want to
swim
do
in
it. You want to do it.
October.
Well, typically it's the end of September.
Yes,
but-
yes. Oh, sorry, the Oktoberfest. But yes, it's in September.
So that being said, though, I mean, there's certain things that you can do starting over, right? So you have to think like if we're in a set over the summertime, our starting over at the end of one race going into another race is kind of okay.
Yeah.
It's not as hard,
yeah,
right? But in reality, you're starting over coming out of COVID. You haven't been doing nothing because nobody wants to go outside because ew, germs. And then you have to think in terms of don't beat yourself up
yeah,
over it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just that's the biggest thing and I have a hard time with that.
It's attitude, no matter what. So no matter what, attitude is going to be the first thing you have to change. You have to get under control and have fun with it.
Yeah.
Because the whole thing of when we started this, basically it was all like, hey, you want to do this? yeah, dude.
Sure, why not? Let's do it.
Let's do
Let's
this.
do this thing.
And after that, then it was like, crap, I gotta actually
do this.
do something,
Yeah.
train for some of these things. And the whole idea of just, it's attitude. Right now, it's just attitude. And part of our attitude is, well, I'm going to beat you.
I'm going to beat you. You're going to beat me.
And
I mean, it's the
so
same
it
thing.
works. But mine right now is also, I don't want to embarrass myself. Although this one will be less embarrassing because there'll be no shore I won't be able to swim all the way across. Because I won't have to be like, oh, there, But
Yeah.
speaking of, okay.
Yeah, okay.
By the way, steamboat.
Steamboat. That's the one
Steamboat.
where you actually went to the other shore by
I swam
accident.
to the other shore.
Yeah, by
'cause
accident. And that one, I was way ahead of you on the swim.
Well, it was like, you beat me by like 9 minutes on the swim because I swam across.
No, that's legit though.
Oh,
like
yeah,
typically it's 4 to 5 minutes, but that one was like 9 minutes, and it was obvious.
It was like this, and we talked about it. It was
so obvious.
the sun. I didn't see the sun. It was cloudy.
Yeah.
This is why I was saying. Side note.
Yeah.
When we went to Steamboat, it was overcast. We got there
Sure.
Thursday. They said it was rainy all day Wednesday. Thursday was rainy and overcast. Friday, just super overcast, no rain. No, that was, And then Saturday, same thing. Sunday, beautiful.
Beautiful. Good day.
Beautiful. It
Good
would
day.
have been
beautiful.
beautiful.
Yes.
To run a triathlon.
Oh, tell me about it, Bruce.
It was going to be fantastic.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
So we were laughing because my sister-in-law showed up. She still came
Camilla?
camping with us. Camilla.
Okay.
She still came camping with us, and we were just like, Sunday morning, like, this would have been the perfect day. The days leading up, you would have been like, because last year, it was overcast in the morning, and
It was cold.
it was cold. The water was warm, but
the water was okay.
My whole excuse was I couldn't see the sun the way I swim.
And that's the thing, like, I don't wear goggles.
Yeah.
I got rid of them.
Yeah, you got rid of them halfway. Yeah,
because
halfway.
I had that problem. I couldn't see.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, these are gone.
Yeah.
Like,
And so it
Gone.
would have been perfect because it was just cloudy. It was nice and it wasn't overcast. It was
just cloudy, like the
puffy
pretty clouds. Yeah.
Coming across, you get 10 minutes of
Yeah.
shade. You get 10
minutes of sunshine. Yeah, I love that.
Was the perfect day to
I
run.
love that. Yeah.
It would have been great. So
It would have been great.
Anyways, attitude, being able to laugh at yourself.
You may have laughed at
I was
yourself.
an idiot and I swam the wrong way.
You did.
I swam straight when
You
I should have
did.
turned.
You
well,
did.
I angled. I didn't swim straight. I turned and then I angled.
I'm an
away
idiot.
from
I
it.
rolled my ankle that morning going to the car.
Yeah.
Like the night before the Steamboat one, I had some gin and what did I have? I had heartburn. It was like I think it was like a burger. Me and Shelby went to like the restaurant that was near the hotel because we didn't camp, but we had the dog and we didn't camp. We wanted to like not work and then work more.
Well,
you know?
we were sleeping on, I think we had a little camping pad. That was it. This year I had the camper, so it was at least on somewhat of a mattress. So I was like, already this would have been even perfect because I would have had a better night's sleep. But, but laughing at yourself, having fun with it.
Having fun with it.
Yeah, so we try to do that.
Yeah, okay. Makes sense.
That's the first thing.
Yeah.
And then it's just committing to it.
Committing to what?
To training.
To training. Because now I got to find a swimming pool. I got to find somewhere to go. I did a little bit of swimming out in the lake, and it felt great, but I wasn't doing the entire length, and so it was like, I can do this. Look at that 75-year-old man. Him and his wife. It was funny. They got out, and he's like, remember when we used to get out of the water and our legs felt all wobbly? I'm standing there, I was like, yeah. That's still. So for me, the swim doesn't do that anymore.
No, the last one didn't.
But the bike does. When I get off the bike, my legs are jello.
Oh, yeah.
They are jello. And it is very hard to start running after I've been on the bike. And that's what I mean. Like, I have the wrong bike.
Yeah.
Like, I went to the bike shop, right?
Yeah.
And the bike guy literally told me, I was like, so what am I doing? Because I asked him, I was like, what am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
What makes my bike so much different from this bike? And he's like, okay, so have you ever raced anything? Like any sport? I was like, yeah, I raced motocross.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, did you ever race any cars? So I was like, I've driven some on the track, you know? And he goes, okay, so imagine you show up to a race, like a NASCAR race, and you brought a truck.
Yeah.
He's like, that's essentially what you're doing.
Yeah.
This bike is not made for this. This bike is for hanging out, going slow. Ooh. You're trying to, he's like, it's essentially like you brought a truck.
Yeah.
So don't get another used bike because you're just going to get another truck.
Yeah.
And you need to get a car.
Yeah. Well, it's like I have a mountain bike and my tires are super thick and big and it's like, that's not a racing bike.
No, it's not.
The other day,
well, that one you borrowed was good.
It was better. It was better.
Well, it was very much good.
Well, it was better. It
Because on
it's a
your
hybrid.
mountain bike, I can keep up with
Yeah.
you, and then on this bike, it was a different story.
But it was still a hybrid, so it's not a straight
okay.
up
So
street
that's what
bike.
mine is. Mine's a hybrid.
So, like 2 weeks ago, Jessica points her phone over to me and she's like, "Yeah, try bike." It was like $900, I want to say, or something.
Only 900.
I want to say that, but I
Where
don't remember. On
What was the
local-
brand?
I don't know. No,
Oh, that's a big thing now.
I know nothing. I know
So
nothing.
so
It
let's
was
let's
just-
talk to our listeners about this real quick.
Yeah.
So no, you don't need starting over, right?
Mm-hmm.
Starting out.
Starting out.
You do not need all that expensive stuff.
Exactly. That $5,000 bike.
$5,000
don't
bike,
get
you
it.
don't need it.
Don't get
you
it.
don't need it. Yes, I show up with a truck. However, that truck is fine because my goal isn't to win. Well, it wasn't to win. It was to finish.
Yep.
So now, since my goal is changing,
Yep.
I'm looking at higher end bikes, better shoes,
Yeah.
a wetsuit.
We're
like,
we're into this a little
We're
bit.
into this a little bit. We're elite.
We're
We were elite at
We're
Steamboat
elite.
last year. So I mean, and that's one thing. Starting out, starting over.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go spend $500 on nonsense, or in the case of triathlons, maybe $20,000 on nonsense because you can very quickly. But you don't need to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, go with what you have right now,
Yeah.
and as your priorities change. So my priority is mainly to beat Colin.
Yeah.
But then after my priority to beat Colin, it's my priority to beat everyone.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's
to get improve every single time.
no, that's my next goal.
Yeah.
So next year it will be to beat
You're
everyone.
gonna beat the
The one guy.
the one guy.
The one guy
That guy
that
who
wins
always
all of them.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to beat him.
Nice.
That's my goal for next year.
Well, that's great.
So that's what I'm going to do. And then my goal of the year after that, if we're still able to do triathlons, because you never know, is the 70.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to do that this year, but that was a little ambitious, and then COVID. So
Yeah.
I mean, but so next year my goal is to beat everyone,
Yeah.
and then my goal after that is to 70.3,
Nice.
and then 140.6.
Nice.
Yes,
Nice.
yes, I'm taking it to the limit, sir.
Ooh, without limits.
Without Limits Productions.
Without
Those are the
Limits
guys. They're great. But anyways, I mean,
So-
you don't need all that stuff. Start
Yeah.
over, start from scratch. Go gentle into that good night.
The bike you have
You know?
will work. But yeah, it was just like one of those local garage sale apps. I don't know what it was. It was
Nextdoor.
basically Nextdoor. I think
Yeah.
it was probably that.
Nextdoor's cool.
And she was like, "Hey, yeah, look at this." I'm like, "Oh,
Don't
that's-
buy a used one.
Oh,
I
that's
did.
tempting."
No, I talked to the bike guy.
Yeah.
And he wasn't trying to sell me.
Yeah.
But he was like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Right? He's like, I don't care where you go, just don't buy a used bike.
Yeah.
Because you already have the wrong bike. You buy a used bike that's fitted for someone else,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to buy the wrong bike again. So now you've
Yeah.
got two of the wrong bike
Yeah.
and nothing that works.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yep.
So, but the ones I like, which is terrible, but I like the girl ones because they're
Yeah.
pretty, right? They're like pink and light blue. They're like these colors,
There's like
right?
that color.
Yeah, the guy ones are just black. They're like black. You can get a black one or a gray one. That's it. And it's like, no, I want something pretty.
Yeah.
You know, it's not cool.
Flashy. You want people to notice you.
That's not who I am. all
Yes,
right?
it is.
It is.
Yes, it is.
It is kind of.
It is.
I want people to notice me, but not mention that they noticed me.
Yeah, you want people to notice you, but not be like, "Hey, man, I notice you."
Yeah. Then I'm like,
Yeah, you just
go
be
on.
able to, you just want
No,
to be going by.
I am what I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all that I
Popeye,
am.
the Sailor
It's all
Man
that I am.
reference.
So,
Olive oil.
so no, this made me think of noticing.
Shelby's my olive oil.
Oh.
No.
This made me think of noticing.
Yes.
So at Steamboat, I ran over to
Oh,
get the
who
canoe.
did you notice?
I ran over to get the
Who
canoe.
did you
No, no, no.
notice?
I ran over to get the
Hashtag?
canoe.
What?
I ran over to get the canoe. We parked it. We put it on
The
a different
canoodle.
side.
Yep, you went to go canoodle.
And I was bringing it over to the swimming area.
Sure.
Went over to get it. It was coming around, and there was a pontoon boat, just floating in the water.
Pontoon.
And there was a girl on the boat, and there was a girl on the dock running towards her.
Sure.
And just kind of like looking at the situation, and the girl on the dock had one of those like big stick, not like a stick, but like the poles.
Fishing pole?
Like no, like a pole that you use at the marina to like grab stuff and pull you in, kind of thing. It's got a little hook on the end.
That's weird.
She had that. Those things are like
Spear fishing?
8 feet long. They're
Sure.
not long at all.
Sure. Yeah.
We're looking at like 50 feet of distance between this boat and the end of the dock, and the girl runs to the end of the dock, and she's like, "It's not long enough." I was like, "Of course, it's not."
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's not long
So I
enough.
stopped. It was just me and the canoe. I was
Yeah.
like, "Hey, you girls need any help?" And the one on the boat was, "Yes, we do. The
Yeah.
engine won't start."
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh, well, that sucks. And she's like, yeah. And she's just kind of, she's
That's what trolling motors are for.
in the bay. She's not going out into the lake or anything. She's just in the bay.
Steamboat allows boats?
Oh yeah,
I didn't know
speedboats
that.
and everything.
But
There's
it's little.
No, it's not.
It's bigger than I think it is?
It's bigger.
Oh.
It's way bigger than you think it is.
That's what she said.
Hey!
Hey-o!
And so then I was like, all right, what, you guys got a rope or something? And so she tossed me a rope from the boat. I tied it to the end of the canoe, and then I wrapped it around myself just to make sure.
Yeah.
And I towed the boat 50-ish feet over the dock and everything. Yeah. And so
I was like, Samaritan.
I was like, hey, do you guys have a phone? Because we were joking as I'm doing this, because I was just pumping as hard as I could. And they were like, no, we don't have a phone. And I was like, how does no one have a picture? You could have just texted me this. Well, some guy was on one of those stand-up paddle boards with his son. Yeah. And once I did it, I was going by him, and he's like, careful, son. That guy's a tugboat. You see him just pull that boat? I started laughing.
That guy's a tugboat.
And I was like, hey, I'm over on the swim beach. Make sure you say that in front of my wife.
Oh, yeah.
So I get back to the beach, started telling Jess about it.
Just so many entendres in this. This story is just entendre after entendre. I was just pumping away. I'm a little tugboat.
And she's like, how does this always happen to you? And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, you do kind of end up in sticky predicaments.
I don't know how this works.
Yeah.
And then she's like, well, that's cool. And then the guy was going past with his son on his little sup. And I was like, that guy, that's the guy that saw me. And he turned, he's like, that's the guy. He looked like he had a motor on the back of his canoe. He just started embellishing it all. I was like, see?
Look how red your face is, you cute little blonde boy.
I was like, see, it happened.
Yeah.
It happened.
It happened. It was real. It was real life.
She was like, I don't know how this always happens.
No, every time that happens to me, I always have to try to prove that it actually happened.
Yeah.
Because there's been some random stuff.
Yeah.
Like, there's just random stuff. But what I think that is, though, and I think that's why we get along, it's that willingness to help. That's why it always happens to you.
Yeah.
Because you're like me, and it's like, okay, that person needs help. I'm going to go help them.
Yeah. I'm going to stop my car.
I'm going to stop and
go
see if they need help.
So she's like, so really, I was like, yeah, I was wet along my belly because that's where I had the rope.
Really now, just keep it up, buddy.
And I was like, this is what happened. And she's like, oh no, I don't doubt it. I wish I could have seen it, because Jess also said, like, I'll go get the canoe. I was like, no, I ran. I'll go get it. I'll run over and get it.
Yeah. It's no big deal.
And she's like, well, I guess I'm glad that it wasn't me.
No
doing
big
that.
D.
And I was like, yeah. No big D.
Yeah, that's your so
no,
so
that's not my tagline.
Is that your tagline?
That's not my tagline.
I'm pretty sure it's on the website.
Yeah.
It's got your picture and it says no big D.
So anyways, another story, but it was just funny to see when you said people noticing you.
Yeah.
People noticed me doing that.
People noticed you doing that.
Me.
People notice you doing good things.
Yeah,
Catch someone doing right.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a thing.
Yeah.
Right? Catch someone doing a good job.
Yeah.
I always tell them. Like, and that, so let's say, okay. So I don't actually like to be noticed. It's not a thing. Mm-hmm. But I like what I like.
Yeah.
Right? I like bright colors. I like what I like.
Yeah.
And it just so happens that people notice that because a lot of guys aren't like that, right?
Yeah.
Like, I like pink stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that's just who I am.
Yeah.
Right? I don't like to be noticed in reality.
Yeah.
Okay? But one of the things that I do like is So I was a big fat guy, right? And this happens, okay? I remember once I was running and, someone yelled out of their car at me.
Yeah.
Not good things.
Yeah.
Right? And so I started running on trails after that instead of the road.
Yeah.
Right? And but I will tell you this, if you do notice someone who's struggling, who's big, tell them they're doing a good job.
Yeah, they're doing it.
Encourage them.
They're out there doing it.
Because for every guy that called me a fat A or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And there were 3 other people who were like, "Yeah, man, get it." You know what I mean? And that helps so much. I don't want to be noticed. I don't want people to notice me doing it. Yeah. But just that little stuff can help someone.
Yeah.
It can help them keep going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So starting out, everybody starts from somewhere.
Yeah. I always joke with Jess that
Apple was a garage. Google was a garage. Amazon was a garage. Yeah. So start working out in your garage. Apparently, that's where it's at.
That's where it's at. I always tell Jess when she's like, "Oh, you're doing so well. It's a good job." I was like, "You have to say that. You're with me."
Yeah, she's biased.
She's biased, but it is. And obviously, you want the person we've talked about. You want the person you're with to support you with everything.
Absolutely.
But having just that random person, go get it. Get some. Just yell out.
Random person. Yes.
Feels so much.
It does. It feels nice.
It does.
Yep.
It does. So.
Yeah, but in reality, that hasn't happened to me in a long time. Either way,
Yeah.
which is nice.
Yeah.
But you know, when I was first starting out, it was a pretty consistent thing, one way or the other.
Yeah.
And so it's just nice to hear that positive stuff.
Yeah.
I don't want to be noticed. Don't notice me. But if you do, and you're gonna say something, make it nice.
Yeah.
Don't be a dick about it.
Exactly. Exactly. Well,
that's our show.
that is our show.
That's our show today.
We got Glove Slap, so we'll talk
Glove
about
Slap.
it. We'll talk about Glove Slap next week.
Visit www.fgitr.com for updates, merch, and fun stuff.
Awesome.
So, yeah. All right, everyone. I'm Josh,
I'm Colin.
and I'm the fattest guy in the room.
Yes.
You're darn right. Thank you for agreeing with me. Colin, he's finally conceded, just like he knows he's going to lose in October. I am the 93 Bulls.
You gonna twirl your mustache when you do that laugh?
You ain't all that in a bag of potato chips.